And I believe the last one we're up to now is Peglin Cruci 10, so let's try and get that one done, eh? Vote on stake. It's always nice to have as much healing as you can find because you're going to need it. Especially when you get into Area 2. You really just want to be making sure that you have as much health as possible. Now, it doesn't look like we got the best map here. It's looking pretty congested. We'll see what we can do, but I don't know, maybe I'm going to need to take more belly, upgrade it, and then try and claw back as much cash as I can before I get to the store. Sounds likely, doesn't it? Probably should have done a better shot at aiming at this bomb. But here's the thing, I have healing, so it's pretty fine. Just the difference between having access to one healing passive and no healing passives is a very big deal. I think I will prioritize fights simply because, you know, I have healing, which means I'm probably not going to lose health in the fights. Additionally, I'm going to get access to cash, and I'm going to get to see orbs after every battle, which I think I'm going to need to find a good orb. That's what I'm thinking. Now, there are a lot I can hit. I really don't have anything in mind for this run for what I want to do. I think it's been a while since I've done some cool crit stuff, so maybe if I get offered stuff in that vein, I'll take it. But I haven't seen anything that's shouting out at me just yet. Apart from this. That works. I will take it. Turns out just healing 6 is a very cool amount. And especially when I can upgrade to level 3, I'm also claiming max health. Now, it's not actually going to help me out in the elite fight in that it doesn't actually just do a real amount of damage. But I didn't take it for that, so hopefully it can just do a pretty solid amount. That's kind of a breakpoint I was looking for, depending on if I hit a bomb here. No bomb. I thought that would hit it, but whatever. Seems I cannot just simply hit that fast. Boom, 2 bombs. It's fine. Especially since I'm gaining max health. I have 42, not bad. I don't have the opportunity to buy an orb here, but hopefully I don't need to because I really want Restore level 3 ASAP. It's quite a big deal. As much as I do love me some Concentrication, I would definitely consider... No, that's only a thing if I have Viridian. Okay, this is very good for us. I don't think we can full cycle, but we can mostly negate it. I believe we take 8 damage per reload, and we only heal 6 of it, which is still a very, very impressive amount, but it's not as much of a complete cycle as the healing peg one that I got a while back was. That one I was healing 3 per shot, and they only do 2 per shot, except on the reloads. And I could just keep shooting the same shot every single time, so I kept doing that. This one, though, I actually am going to have to try a bit more. The good news is, I should just be pretty fine though. Surely not, right? Yep. I figured. I just felt like a shot which wasn't going to be achieving too much. But I just need to keep slapping consistent damage into this tree. And yeah, as I thought, the reloads are keeping me afloat, but they're not exactly healing me. But in this fight, I'm perfectly fine to just be kept afloat. Because honestly, in this fight, I do just try and use this cheese strat a lot of the times. Because they're only dealing 1 damage per turn, I can just claim a lot of damage on this tree, try and leave as many bombs active as possible. So that the second I need to change to the other stage, I can do so. And yeah, as I said, we are dropping health. Is it 8 per cycle? It might be 9 or 10. 1 bomb is not ideal, but not a deal breaker. It's actually not looking that good. Because I get a distinct feeling that is going to do that. Yeah. I figured. It's not ideal. But we got a crit, wow. Oh, that was just an incredible shot, eh? That is this fight over. Good stuff. Yep, we just switched game plans the second we popped the bomb. And we bought ourselves enough time in the first stage that it simply just works out. I'd actually just rather claim a heal than slightly more coins. It's not much, but every little bit adds up when I'm trying to do another elite right afterwards, and it's pretty much right afterwards. Wow. Well, as I was saying, you really can never have too much healing, and this leads into a lot of game plans, so yeah, I'll definitely take that. It's just exceptionally strong. Like, am I going to need the healing right now? No. But there's a good chance I'll need it for the elite fight, and there's a insanely high chance that I'm going to need it for the area 2. And probably also area 3, but I'd say area 2 is probably a bit more brutal on your health than area 3. Simply because the way how area 3 is dealing damage to you is like pretty manageable if you've got 2 sources of healing. But we're very much going to be relying more on popping corn instead in area 2 to keep us afloat, because 2 sources of 6 healing, which you can get rarely, is not exactly the greatest. Now, sorry, I'm just trying to stack up here for the shop a bit, because we can kind of afford to take quite a decent chunk of health here, so I'm just rolling with it a bit. And yeah, that seems to work out, 98. Like, yeah. Not going to be fully stacked for the store, but as long as I can get 3 in a remove, that is pretty ideal. Anything less than that is slightly unfortunate. I have 0 forms of AoE, so I believe I'm just going to try and hammer through to these bombs. I think that's the best thing I can do here. I've done a very good job of my first 2 shots of not doing that though, so hopefully it can start now, right? The problem is I do get the distinct feeling I'm going to be hitting this refresh, but I don't know, I'm doing a pretty good job of not hitting it so far, right? Perfect. Now let's just clean things up. Sure. Perfect. Well, that was exactly what I was after, to be honest. As long as we can get a crit on this next shot, I'm very happy. If you want to hit a refresh, feel free. I can shoot right side on a crit? Perfect. That's exactly what I asked for. Ooh, and 133 exactly. This is irritating. I could have found and should have found so many more previously. Wow, so I'm just gonna keep gaining more healing sources. Sure, it's not technically a healing source, but it's also effectively is. Certainly not complaining though. Any extra form of... Alright, at what point am I going to actually take a passive which is not just greed effectively? Like, it's wrong to kill healing greed, but it kind of is. I think I'd rather take a good slime than Basalt Tome, just because I'm pretty fine with my max HP, to be perfectly honest. I think I'm going to have enough. Something gives me the slight idea that I'll have enough. And whilst a good slime isn't going to do anything, I don't think I need to be pressing the increase max health button at all, so I'm just not going to give myself the opportunity to do so. And a good slime has a lot of potential, especially if I find like a potion vault, right? It's not deal breaking. It's just very hard to actually achieve it now, because in particular the place the reload actually rebalances itself to is also just kind of easy to hit, which means that it's probably not going to actually give me the bombs that I want in a timely fashion. That being said, looks like I'm handling decently well, but still kind of annoying, and wow, they really beat you down, don't they? Yep, so I can't claim all bombs, but I can make very good progress, it seems. Yes, 173, so if I get one more fight, that would be ideal, wouldn't it? Unfortunately, I doubt that's going to happen. But I am almost at the breakpoint of 1 remove and 1... Ugh. I'll just do it. I need to hit this refresh though, and trying to hit it, but it certainly is not the easiest to aim directly at, so let's try and clear out some of these important pegs, eh? Just like that. Alright, good. The reality is we can afford to burn a lot of health in this fight, so I'm kind of just fine with this outcome, but it could have been much cleaner for sure. I just kind of missed on my bomb opportunities early on, which meant that I couldn't really find time to actually take care of this guy. We didn't get the amazing Dagob shot we got last time. I was 133 spot on. Absolutely lovely, right? 179. It still is a thing. Monster Training, Fiery Furnace. Monster Training's really not achieving that much. Oh, reuse, actually. I have Restored, so reuse is just like really quite cool. I want to push myself up to 130 now that I have reuse. But yeah, that's more max HP per battle, which is handy. Cool, so now I can buy with 4 passives. That is something that is valuable to have access to. Whether or not I'll need to is a different question. Oh, I have navigation inflation, that explains it. I was wondering why I suddenly had slightly more cash than I was expecting. Cool, now let's do a shot like this, see what that can achieve, because hitting those bombs is very valuable. Now let's make sure that we're shooting our 2 roof storms, thank you very much. Alright, perfect. What more can I ask for, eh? Boom. Now, the one thing that is kind of unfortunate about me taking the Persist is that my reloads were actually pretty efficient beforehand. What with the heal 6. But it's whatever. 213, not bad indeed. Let's just boost that up a tiny bit more. 225, not bad. Very close, but I don't think we get a 2. Ooh. Well, that makes this choice very, very simple, because let's be perfectly honest. We don't need this whatsoever. And these 3 are all very, very good. This also isn't necessary, now that I have double discard. But no matter what, I'm definitely going to be buying that potion board there. Plus 7 more max HP. Well, I don't think we have enough max HP, so yeah, let's improve it, right? That's how this goes. No chance for a cake, though. Kind of sad. This is going to be a long fight, isn't it? I kind of don't have any upgraded orbs in my deck, so can't make too much momentum on this guy. It's not going to stop me from trying, but they're certainly not going to be the most interesting shots, especially with this level 1 potion bolt, right? This is just unfortunate. Slap a discard there, try and roll a dagger crit. I do get the Adventure procs, which is nice. So there's actually a very, very decent chunk of damage, wow. Well, that Adventure pickup was certainly a very, very big deal, huh? It's actually just lovely. Double damage slime, so it's actually pretty handy on a Adventure. Not bad. Claim the kill this shot. Wow, yeah. Double damage there is... Okay, maybe... You know what? Here's what I'll do. The next time I get... So look at this, right? Yeah, just immediate 72. Next time I find myself a lovely, lovely Adventure early on, possibly as a starting passive, or maybe in other scenarios as well, I'm going to try and pick up a double-double. Because I'm actually dealing a lot of damage thanks to this Adventure. It's like actually really, really cool. I like it. The upgrades are pretty important, so I will just try and do that. Okay, we have no passes for refreshing. We have still Conviction, which is very, very lovely, because we already have the Ambidextry, and reuse is not the best with it, but certainly fine. We have Pegulations, where we're not actually trying to play a bomb comp, so that is certainly something we could do. We have Sappersack, which is probably the pick, and we have Heavy Hand, which is fun. Heavy Hand is... Okay. I think I want to try and play around this A Good Slime Adventure and stuff. I'm really enjoying the value I'm getting out of... You know what? I might actually try and do double-double stuff. Which means that, yeah, Heavy Hand is probably the pick here. Oh, sorry, not double-double. Double-double, oh my god. Twooze Company, the one that makes the doubling slimes. Because I was actually pretty impressed with what it achieved just there. And sure, I don't think it's going to be the best. In fact, I don't think it's going to be that good at all. But I think that it's certainly worth a shot. It's not an orb I get to use that often at all, since I don't usually take it. I think this is probably a really good spot for it. And let's be honest, I don't exactly have direction right now, so I think it'll be nice to have. I'll definitely go right, just because there's no chance that I misnavigate and lose access to places I'm trying to be. I would love some form of AoE though. I turned down the PS2 one, Safety Pegulation, simply because I figured that I would still require access to my bombs for AoE. Just because my AoE right now is really lacking, but I would still rather not use it. The problem is, it just really sucks at the moment, right? Quite badly. Great shot. even just one bomb hit is actually pretty valuable. Yes. Maybe I shouldn't have dragged it so much at the last second, but if it works, it works. And I'm very fine with our health total at the moment. Nosferatu with minimal damage improvement. Well, that sounds pretty good. It certainly sounds pretty nice, doesn't it? But I will turn it down for now, simply because we've got... Oh, there's no secondary store, so it's only one that I've got to think about. It's really not that much. Fine with that. 5 health for 4 cash? I don't know. The thing is, depending on what fights I get, it could be super worth it. But also, if I just don't get one of those fights, it could be quite painful. I suspect, though, that orbs like this lovely potion bolt that we keep shooting should just mean that it's very, very worth it. Because potion ball is exactly that, just a very, very lovely orb. Damn. Yeah, trying to actually get in here seems problematic, to say the least. Especially with shots like that there. I'm not exactly doing myself any favours there. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Sigh. Ooh, thank you. That's what I was hoping for before. A little bit of bad cheese would help out as well. You're almost certainly done so. And let's finish things up. I don't have that many healing slimes on the board, so that did not work. There we go. Okay, like I'm dropping health, but here's the thing. I simply have the health to spend. 5 is in theory a decent number, but I don't know about this plan. Like, I'll take it, but I don't know about this plan. I really want to get as close to 200 as possible. I would love to be able to also remove. Sure, I'll take it. Duplicate, a random potion ball, or a store would be incredible. Truly just phenomenal. Holy. Yeah, that's pretty exceptional. So good. There's a lot of enemies who just can't really... Wow, that is insane. Can't really outpace the restore, so... okay. That's not good. It's definitely what I would call not good. So, what's my plan against this guy? Apart from just dying. Since I was thinking about resistance type being the worst possible fight, I think this is definitely a worse fight. However, perhaps that was something... That was a very interesting shot, for sure. Perhaps it was even interesting enough, which is certainly what I'm going to hope for. I need this refresh, by the way. I was trying to aim for it there, but it seems like that wasn't a good enough job of aiming directly for it. So that's what you were for. Okay, so I have access to this 5 peg right here. Now this 5 peg's pretty cool, so I'm going to keep aiming at it. And that is my whole game plan. That's it. That's the game plan. I know. It's really just truly incredible stuff. That's not good. I want my game plan back, please. Please come back. How exactly do I get this refresh? Not like that, it seems. I was close, but ever so slightly off. Unfortunate, but that's what this shot's for. Because I want my game plan back. Bad, bad, bad. Let's not do that again. I would like my game plan back. Thank you. Now that was a bit on the rude side, I find. It's a dagger. It's worth it. Alright. Let's just not mess up any of these shots again, please and thank you, because this is a exceptionally close fight, and one which I do not want to get again. Because I really... Oh, I don't have another leap. Perfect. Good, because I can't live another one of those, to be honest. That was absolutely feral, however. Holy... Jesus. Well, these are kind of exactly the kind of passives I'm looking for. What's the most fun? I think it doesn't matter what the most fun one is because we just need to take this. It's unfortunate, but it kind of just plays into the game plan, and Prime Slime is really good, yes. But I think we just stick with that. I think our health is fine. Which is a crazy thing to say. Especially when we get this fight. Oh, especially when we get this fight. Yeah, this is not the nicest fight, to be honest. But for the most part, we should just be able to recover it up at least decently well. I was not planning on getting a fight like this, to be honest. This is a very nasty fight if you don't have the tiniest shred of AoE. So what I'm hoping is that poison can substitute for that AoE, but I don't think it really can. Not to the point where I would like it to. That was such a good shot. Lovely. I just need to be claiming myself. This is the dense shot. Great. No! Well, at least I can get on a non-dense shot, right? Nice. Just one turn where one less enemy's hitting me, you know, it's passable. Alright, this is the dense shot, so hitting sliming healing pegs is really, really good. This is not the dense shot, so let's just aim at a refresh because we can't really do that on the dense shots. I tried to aim at a refresh, but it seems I cannot. My mistake. This is the dense shot, so let's... I can't do that. Let's do a shot like that, see what that does. I'm trying to find the speed up button there. Yeah, this is certainly not an ideal fight for us to get immediately, but we do actually have pretty exceptional healing. It's just this is certainly not the fight to show it off in. This is certainly not the fight to show it off in, eh? Oh, man. Anyway, we should just be recovering health now. Quite well, but... Yeah, let's not spend any more cash. Just try and grab a tiny bit more health. Yeah, sure. Cool. 28 health. Well. Sanders is actually not bad here, which is a stupid thing to say, but it actually isn't. I don't need to buy the remove. Now, none of these are actually doing anything, which is unfortunate. Or does. But hopefully I'm removing them from the pool so I can actually get real passives in these upcoming passive opportunities. Jesus. Time to test my theory. I would very much like to not be testing this theory on 50 health, but it's whatever because it seems like I couldn't actually test it on any more. But yeah, I think that the sand arrows is at least going to be quite valuable in the boss fight, and it should also be not too bad in this fight. So it looks like I'm doing a good job of healing up, doesn't it? I have access to a lot of healing. It's not too much of a surprise, but certainly is nice to see. And I really want to start slamming out some of those lovely upgrades on most of my orbs, because having a potion bolt level 3 just to make sure it can actually do something sounds nice, and having a Twooze company level 3 so that I can try and actually gain value off of it sounds like a priority. So I actually am going to be doing double upgrading here. But yeah, Resistance Knight is a fight that you can heal in. Simple as that, eh? I see the lines. Unfortunately, that means I can't upgrade. I do see the lines. I just... screw it. Screw it. Let's just roll. Refloss's phone, Primal Frost, Alchemist's Cookbook. So with what I'm trying to do, Primal Frost is the most valuable, or Refloss's Stone. But I don't have any extra refreshing capabilities. Primal is probably not useful most of the time as well. I don't know. Those are good choices there, but not exactly what I'm looking for, I think. Peglin's hat. Well, I'd rather pick up more. Look, it's just so much health right now, isn't it just amazing? Yeah, whatever, I'll just take this. Try and high roll a good passive because I am playing Peglin tuition, you know. Okay, my potion board is not level 3. So the idea behind the best foot forward, in case you couldn't tell, is I hit it upgrades a peg by plus 40, and then I shoot my best foot forward, and on the first shot it's going to apply a double damage slime. And then I've just got like 80 damage immediately, which is like not bad, right? Right. At least that's what I'm going to keep telling myself, because it's definitely the best thing we can be doing with our time, right? At least that's pretty cool synergy with Dense, right? Like, that's always nice. Oh man, we are just so incredibly tanky this run though. Which is funny, because we fought the one boss who just does not care about it. And Resistance Knight was just completely fine, as I did guess. At least we're not fighting Demon. That would be truly miserable. And I would most certainly not be doing what I'm trying to do if I was fighting Demon. I'll just reload. Okay, yeah, this is working. And having the best foot... Ooh. Having the best foot form in time for the Resistance Light would have also been extremely, extremely nice. So what's the most important upgrade to have? think I really want to get this Twooze company maxed out. Unfortunately, I'm just ever so slightly off here. 149 health. Do we think that 149 health is enough to take on this boss? I'm thinking probably. You know, I think I probably stand a good chance. I have no bomb passives, by the way. Not one. Like, sure, technically, heavy hands on bomb passive, whatever. But like, no bomb passives. That's crazy. Ring of Pain, just to instantly kill enemies whenever they try and tap me. That sounds nice for this boss fight, right? Like, for the reason I just listed. But I might just take the vitamin C. Because I have dance, so I do get double proc, right? Which doesn't sound too bad. Ring of Pain. I did say I wanted to do crit stuff, but I suspect that plan has changed as of as of trying to pick up the best Foot Forworb nonsense. Yeah. Alright, 199 health. Surely. So yeah, I think this is going to take a while actually. May just skip it because it's not exactly invigorating gameplay. And I do kind of just plan on scaling up for a while. It really depends on where I get this double damage slime. Because if it's in an easy to hit spot, then I can easily access it for my best Foot Forworb nonsense. But if it's not, then you know I'm gonna have to work for it, which is not the most ideal. It doesn't look like I got a good setup off of that. Maybe the potion board has something to offer me, but I still need to roll it, and then you know like it's a whole thing. It's also only a level 2. Which means the orbs inside of it are also only level 2. Glorious Suffering, that would be fun. What other passives like to benefit from upgrading pegs massively? 16 blind, yeah baby. Look, we're doing a very good job in upgrading that first peg. I'm very impressed. And sure, I guess let's do this. Like, plus 30 is actually a pretty big deal, so sure. Especially when I get my dense shots right. Ow. Oh damn, I missed. Wait, I overrode it? God damn it. Didn't actually want to override it. Nice, I didn't get dodged there. Getting the dodge there would have been so annoying, to be honest. Boop. Perfect. Keep it going. Oh yeah, we're just going to burn through all of them. I'm definitely going to just skip the rest of this, eh? Oh, we got the kill there? Yeah, well my plan was very simple that fight. I just kept firing down. And I'm not sure if you saw the peg. I think you did. Glorious Suffering. Well, that is kind of exactly what I'm trying to do, right? Like, upgrading nonsense? That sounds like exactly it. The thing is, though, all of the other options we have, apart from this thing, which, yep, definitely going to consider this, eh? Are granting me multi-ball, which is also what I want to do. So the question is, do I want to... No, I kind of just want to take it, especially since I have 2 refreshes on the board. Like, if I only had 1, it would be annoying, but I have 2, which means reloading is way easier, and when you can reload successfully with Glorious Suffering, it's like so good. I still think this is not the best map, but I have kind of just been getting through it pretty well, so you know, it's maybe it's actually just a pretty easy map. Yeah, that's a lot of upgrading. That's kind of exactly what I was hoping for, to be honest. That being said, I probably shouldn't actually be shouldn't even have the Twooze company in my deck. Like, not sure if it's actually achieving that much for me. The good news is the Dagob's just a very good shot. Let's make sure that we're gaining all of our max health possible because we've got 4 shots of this, and I'm not sure if we can get to 4 shots, especially with Dense just doubling our damage output like that. Bang. Look, Bomb is an incredible orb. It's just, this is not the time for it, hey? Because, Crossbow wasn't actually damaging me. he couldn't damage me. Like, yeah, I was getting hit by his crossbows. I don't think I dodged a single one of them. But, I was just healing up after all of them, so it didn't really matter. Remove an orb. Ironically enough, the upgrade might have been better. Let's just roll with that. That's funny that you can upgrade dull pegs. I did not realize that. A short fuse because we are not going to be doing anything Berserker related. I'll just stick to the right. Sounds fine. That being said, I kind of already have the semi-short fuse. The thing is, it's only a short fuse every other shot as well, so it's just very worth it to pick up short fuse anyway. Yeah, those are some very valuable double pegs. Especially when we can just do 53 like that. Nice. Just 91? Chill. Oh wait, yeah, do chill. Seriously, chill. Oh, that's the dense one. Oh, the dense one is just so good at murdering, it's actually just crazy. This is unfortunate. So, good luck not killing. Because, yeah, that's what I figured. Well, at least I got pretty good value. 220 max health value. That's what I would call overkill. I don't exactly need that much max health to win. Well, actually, I did. I really did. But apart from that one fight, I haven't exactly needed that much max health. Although we're not fighting a boss who, like this boss is definitely a boss who can put pressure on our max health. It's just going to take a long time, and I'm not sure if he has that much time to scale up. Like, yeah, they're the scaling boss. Scale better than any other boss. Still. Good upgrades, good upgrades. Let's do that so that I hit the refresh. Hello? Silly me, I thought I'd hit a refresh. Okay, okay, pal. If you'll be so kind as to, thank you. Okay, let's do this. Not bad. This best Foot Forworb stuff is working with the double stuff quite nicely, eh? Punch. Oh my god, I keep doing this. I keep just like trying to play a normal game plan, and then I just have my restored lying around. Which, by the way, look at this. I'm outpacing the enemy's turns. Like, tell me this isn't ridiculous, right? The fact that I can just be gaining max HP while outpacing the enemy's damage is pretty ridiculous. There's a reason why I like the restore, and in particular the persist so much. Like, the fact that you can just wait and stack up your max HP for future fights, where you're definitely going to need it, by the way. Area 2, we 100% needed that max HP. It's just, we only really needed it in 3 fights were scary. Yeah, 3 fights were pretty scary. The rest of them were... I didn't actually have that many fights in Area 2, to be honest. The rest of them, though, I could just kind of chill, though. I wasn't putting on too much pressure. But yeah, this is the first time I've ever really like tried to gain good value out of the double damage slimes, and like that was just a free 800 damage there, meaning that I get to get more max HP, which is like not bad, right? It's not bad. It's just also not the most interesting, just because oh no, it is pretty interesting. I think calling it not the most interesting is a bit far, perhaps. Plus 10 cash, because I definitely need cash. I actually do kind of need cash. I mean, look, do I really need to take another healing passive? I feel like I'm kind of stocked up on healing passives forever and ever. Duplicate Potion Ball. It's basically my best orb, to be honest. That being said, no. It's basically my best orb, let's be honest. Like, I do wish I could say otherwise, but I don't really think I can. Is it time for Enhanced Debt? None of this stuff really matters. I'll buy the move for sure. Oh, we have enough. I did not actually think we had enough cash, but it seems like we got enough just in nick of time. Thanks to the lovely passive right here. Where are you? Ah, there. Sprouting's investment. It's really just such a fun passive. 20% is a very big number, and it's so funny that whenever I consider that passive, I have to think about the fact that it was once 4%. Yeah, 4%. There's just a slight difference between 4% and 20%, I'm going to be honest. You know what? That's actually a pretty good spread. It's not bad. Holy. Where's overwhelm when you need it, eh? Because that shot does kind of nothing without overwhelm. Bonk, followed by Bonk, which replaced it with a healing slime. I really need to stop replacing it with a healing slime. But here's the thing, can I really be bothered every shot just like looking over here, seeing that my slimy sound is just about to proc and being like, oh, I should instead not shoot it. Like, that's just a lot of effort, and in return, what am I getting? Not too much, but that was a fun way to finish the fight, I guess. Ooh, poison damage? Yeah, why am I not surprised, right? 220, by the way. 260 max health. Yeah. I think that the poison stuff is certainly very, very cool. That's for sure. What do I think about the double stuff? I think that you can do stuff with it. I think that perhaps part of the fact that this run has not been as smooth as it is can be attributed to the fact that I'm trying to do double stuff. I do think that double definitely has its time in the sun to do things, but maybe this isn't the run for it. Maybe I'm going to need a run with multi-bull and ×2 damage. I don't know, that still doesn't sound very good. The thing is, you don't just want any kind of multi-ball. You're going to want like constricting chains multi-ball because you just need massive amounts of multi-ball. So if you're doing that much multi-ball, how about you instead do summing circle? And if you're doing summing circle, then there's a whole host of good strategies you can choose from. Like requiring a summing circle or constricting chains to try and do that kind of strategy on Twooze company to like reliably output damage in a decent amount of time is just like not ideal. Because like sure you can output a lot of sliming and you can output a lot of upgrading or downgrading, whichever is your preference. But it just kind of takes a lot of time, right? Anyway, let's see how quickly we can mass upgrade the board because we kind of have potion bolts in our deck. I'm pretty sure that these potion bolts are going to be pretty decent for achieving exactly that. I don't exactly need this potion bolt to be one-shotting the boss. That was incredibly fun though. Because, as it turns out, I just didn't really pick up any bomb passives on purpose this run. Like, the one bomb passive I have is short fuse, right? It's literally just short fuse. I guess I have wombat on too, but... Yeah, I dealt plus 150 damage on the boss. Like, yippee. That's definitely going to make a difference because, let's just totally ignore the fact that my next shot is going to deal a pretty absurd amount of damage, and it's going to have Pierce. Yeah, that's one. It does not have Dents, though, which would guarantee the one shot. But, yeah, I'm just, not even using the double damage thing. So, yeah, Twooze Company can do stuff. It's very cool. But realistically, it's not worth me actually trying to get to my Twooze Company. I should instead just be shooting, just 3,800 damage? I don't know. That sounds pretty solid, right? So, yeah. Let's just close out this fight with constantly slamming Pierce, because Primal of Frost is still just such a nice passive. If you need Pierce, you're going to want a Primal of Frost. It is just most likely going to achieve exactly what you're looking for. Oh, you just died to poison? Perfect. And now let's use Best Foot Forworb. Lovely. Did I even use Twooze Company in this boss fight? I don't believe I did. Oh, that was fun, I guess. So much healing. It's actually ridiculous. 280 max health to finish on? Jesus, and yet this run was very, very close in Area 2. Yet again, another run which was getting very, very close. I get the distinct feeling we are not going to have 4 classes in Cruci 11. Get through Cruci 11, that is. Yeah, we have 4 classes in Cruci 11. But honestly, I wouldn't even be shocked if only 2 make it out. I know that's a bit rude. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Randall, because hey, Randall might get through. But I don't know. You just need a lot of RNG at this point, and especially once we get to Cruci 12. I think that only 2 classes are going to be making it out of Cruci 12 or something. I'm not a believer. I'm still just shocked that they've made it so far. But yeah, I would recommend that you find as many healing passives as you can. I think that I probably did make a bit of a misplay. I'm sitting there. I have Persist. I have a lot of good orbs in my deck. Well, I have Restore and Poachable, which are really good orbs. And I'm looking at those boss passive options. And there's +3/+3. And you get scaling on reload, and you get healing on reload, and you have +1 discard. So you have 1 discard, and you get really good reloads. And it's just very, very solid damage. And it's the kind of damage you need in Area 2. And in particular, you can use that to, you just find an AoE orb, Echo works really well. Poltergeist, there's a whole bunch of stuff. Those are the 2 that spring to mind, especially while playing some Inventor, right? I'm playing Peglin Tuition. Oh, Peglin Tuition even. Cotton Bubble's also very nice. Even though it doesn't deal that much damage, it's nice to just boost the damage up, and then you're still getting the debuffs, which can still actually do stuff, especially if you find a Spinception. But suddenly, that boss passive that you picked up is actually, looking really good. You can deal a lot of damage. And sure, I'm not going to complain with what we did this run. It was extremely, extremely fun. But that Dim Hand fight was just crazy, crazy close. It was pretty, pretty disgusting. Anytime that you get the elites early on in Area 1 and Area 2, it can be absolutely just run ending right there. I don't know how we made it through the Minotaur last run. Just immediate Minotaur. That is absolutely not what you want. It's just the worst case scenario, literally. We did get lucky, though, with that one shot, which is crazy to think that we got lucky in that fight just by taking 2 hits. We literally entered the game on 49 or 48 health or whatever. 48 health. That's good luck getting to the end of that one. But somehow we did that. And this run, I guess it wasn't immediate, but basically immediately into Area 2, and we have to fight our number 1 nemesis. Because he looks at us and he's like, alright, if you've got scaling or good damage, you win. You can pass. And if you don't, well, I'm going to slap you to death. And he got bloody, bloody close. But yeah, having persist on our storms is so cool. Free max health, 8, swing. each time you shoot it is just amazing. There are a bunch of enemies in Area 3 you can outpace with that. There are some enemies in A2 you can outpace with that. Ironically enough, like A3 is actually easier to outpace than A2 there, just because a lot of enemies you're going to need to whittle them down to only one enemy being there for A2 to actually outpace it. And most of the time you're getting hit by more than one enemy. That's the big issue with Area 2. And also they like hide behind shields and they actually use positioning very, very well in Area 2, which is a very big issue. But yeah, our second most passive being Glorious Suffering. I probably could have picked either any of the other multiple passives and it would have also been very decent. But I'm very satisfied with Glorious Suffering. It was way more upgrading than I was expecting, to be honest. Like, I was expecting a lot of upgrading, because you look at this comp, I've got tons and tons of slime, almost all of the sliming in the game. Like, I'm just missing Prime Slime, really, and then Orbs as well. You've got Adventure Shrine, you've got a good slime, and you've got Glorious Suffering. Oh, and Best Before. And so it's not a surprise that my picks were being upgraded that much, but it was still some very, very impressive numbers. Like, all it was taking was like one shot, which was like pretty shabby, to be honest. It wasn't even that crazy. Like it wasn't a lightning orb, which can actually mass proc the pegs and gain really good value for that, which I probably should have picked up, by the way. But it was still just collecting like 3k plus damage and then proceeding to pierce as well and just claim 2 kills in one shot. Just lovely stuff, eh?